One of my favorite things about sports is the many ways that it intertwines with society and culture as a whole. It could often be a reflection of what the world is going through. It can often bring back memories, bring back nostalgia of a certain era, a certain time period, whatever you were doing at the time. I think the key way that sports reflects its certain era is through style and fashion. And in the NBA, it all starts with the logo. NBA logos, in my opinion, do a really special job of capturing the time and the era in which the design was made and existed through. For example, take this NBA Finals logo. Looks pretty cool, right? There was just something so cool about the NBA Finals logo being on the court. I'm not even talking about this finals logo. I'm talking about this finals logo with a trophy so big that you could not ignore. This was a really good signifier that your team worked so hard to get to this point. It was just for the NBA Finals. It wasn't like leading up to the Western Conference, Eastern Conference. This is the NBA Finals, and the NBA did a great job of showcasing that. You want to see the NBA Finals for this year? So in the 2024 NBA Finals between the Mavericks and the Celtics, you have this Finals logo. There's no trophy in mid-court, by the way, but you have this Finals logo. It's kind of underwhelming, and it has the YouTube TV sponsorship. And that would already be enough, but there's already 2 more YouTube TV logos on the court. There's a lot of logos on the court right now. Now, this video was originally about just the team logos, but I got sidetracked a little bit. So let's start the main part of the video. Actually, you know what? Let's go back here a little bit. This right here is unacceptable. I never want to see this for the NBA Finals. The whole point of the NBA Finals logos is that it's supposed to look different from everything else that you've made throughout the entire season. This right here does not look different in the slightest. This over here, up here, character. What is that? And you think that because in the 90s, like even this, like I'm not trying to like even this is a little bit simple, but at least it still has a little bit more character, more color, more caring. But what this? No, never do this again. Like this style logo is okay, but like the trophy still doesn't hit the same. It might take a couple more years for us to really appreciate it, but oh, and the YouTube TV thing kind of hurts. It kind of hurts and kind of ruins the entire aesthetic entirely. If you're new here, welcome in, and if you know me, welcome back. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, commenting to the channel. And I have an announcement to make. After a long hiatus, I am bringing back the Patreon. You can join for free, and there will always be stuff for the free tier. Now, here's why I'm starting this Patreon again. I have a full-time job at Secret Base at the moment, but I also want to go 100% with this channel as well as my full-time job. And the best way to keep up with a consistent content flow is to hire an editor. And I do have an editor right now. His name is Hambo. He's really great. So these tiers, again, you can join for free, but we do have these tiers. I call it the editor fund. So if you just want to help out with me being able to pay the editor so we'll have more consistent content on this channel as we continue to grow, I appreciate you guys. Again, completely optional. I have a full-time job. This is just some extra way to support the channel. I appreciate you guys, and let's get to the rest of the video. I just want to start things off and say that we're going to be talking about main NBA logos only. We're not going to be talking about alternate logos. We can get into a big web there. I could talk about that in another video. We also are not going to be talking about NBA jerseys specifically, because that in and of itself is also a different web and different videos. So let's continue. Now, the coolest thing about logos for me is that for the most part, a lot of these teams have undergone many logo redesigns, logo changes, etc., etc. There is no league-wide mandate that you must change your logo every 10 years or etc., etc. If you want to keep your logo, fine. If you want to keep changing it, that's also fine. And we're going to go through some of the teams and logos that I like and do not like, and some of the logo changes I like and do not like. So the site I'm going to use today is fadeawayworld.net. They have a complete history of each team's logos in terms of the timelines where the changes are going. So that's what I'm going to use today. So shout out to them. I'm going to put the link in the description, and you guys can also comment and give your opinion on what your favorite logos is, what your favorite logo changes, whatnot. I want to hear it all. Now, for the Atlanta Hawks, I'm really interested about the blue and green one. I like how the Atlanta Hawks, it was like, let's go red. Blue and green sounds cool. Never mind. And Sometimes, again, sometimes a logo change might be just as simple as, hey, we're just going to change the colors a little bit. And like at the Atlanta Hawks were like, hey, we're just going to do this logo, but we're going to change the colors. I like this one a little bit better because this one reminds me of like the Horford T Kyle Korver, but this one, actually, I understand why they had to change this logo because these Hawks teams, a lot of them were very bad. I totally understand what. That's the thing. Sometimes when there's a new era or you gotta just get the negative energy out of the franchise, you have to change the logo. Hawks changed the logo and got good. Also, it's not uncommon to see logos today pay homage to older logos. You see that the current Hawks one right now is paying homage to like the 70s and 90s, like damn, 23 years. So this was like, I think this was Spud Webb, Dominique Wilkins era, and so it's iconic. And then you just bring this logo back. Now I will say you're gonna see a trend here, and I hope that you notice it going forward. For the Boston Celtics, it took, of course they have a leprechaun on it, but it took a couple of tries, as you can see. And again, sometimes it's as simple as just let's add a ring of yellow around. My personal favorite Celtics one is this one. I don't mind this one, but I feel like this one, I feel like less is more with this Celtics one. The red one, I don't know why the red. Whoever thought the red basketball was a good touch. Maybe it was for the times, but this is just way cleaner. Even though I don't like the Celtics, like this is an iconic logo. I cannot really say anything negative about it. There are way worse logos on this list, by the way. The one thing about the Nets logo history is that there's a lot of creativity and it gets less and less so. I even like this New Jersey Nets where it's like the Jason Kidd, Devin Harris New Jersey Nets, all right? Now, when the Nets moved to Brooklyn, they changed their color scheme to black and white. And now their logo, I feel like this is underwhelming. Compared to the unique fonts and the way that they use red, white, and blue, all the way even to this, I like this because even though that there weren't many good jerseys that went with this logo, I still liked it. But this, it just took all the air out of it, and I feel like when this team got announced and you saw the logo, you were like, oh yeah, okay, we get it. Now the Hornets / Bobcats I think is really interesting because honestly I do not think that the Bobcats logo is the worst in the world. I think that this was just a combination of, we didn't want a team named the Bobcats in general. A lot of people, when you introduce a new team and they want their old team back and you see this cool logo, a version of this cool logo somewhere else around the league, you see it in New Orleans, and then you're handed this, no matter how good that logo is, you still miss the icon. Like this Hornets logo right here is one of the best ever made, in my humble opinion. Now, of all the Bobcats logos, I think this is the worst one. They took all the color out, and that was the only thing they had going for it. Now, even though they brought the Hornets back, this is really a modernized version of the Hornet. I wish the text was smaller, but I get it. Honestly, the fact that they changed this logo 3 times and just changed the colors kind of reflected how little that organization cared about anything going on. It is what it is. Say what you want about the Chicago Bulls. They nailed it. They nailed it first try. 1966, and they haven't changed it. I honestly respect this. This is like one of the coolest things because you cannot do any better than this Bulls logo. This is one of the best logos in sports. And not even talking about like Michael Jordan making it look cool or whatever. This was cool before he got there. It's cool after he got there. Even if Nikola Vucevic is playing on the team, the logo still looks cool. And that is just a testament to great design. It's just so beautiful. Just look at it. It bask in its glory. They should never change this. Now, the Cavs have been through a lot of interesting logo changes. I like this one specifically. This is like the Mark Price era Cleveland Cavaliers, if I do say so. And then, of course, it's very interesting how the Cavs changed their logo and then LeBron got here. And when LeBron, like a lot of the Cavs logo changes are kind of tied to LeBron in some kind of way, which is kind of funny, where it's like, hey, LeBron got here. Okay, left in 2010. We're gonna change our logo like a little bit, and then LeBron came back, and then LeBron played. I think LeBron played under this logo for like a little bit, but it was a change. Again, changing a logo because a player leaves or you're entering a new era, it's a really good way to bookmark your franchise's accomplishments or lack of accomplishment. And I think that this one is the most evident. Now, the Cavs ones also can be traced with jerseys, but that's again for another video. I'm gonna be completely honest. I cannot spot the difference between these two logos. I looked at it for a clean 5 minutes before I hit record again, but I like this better. I've always liked the blue and green colorway for the Mavericks better, and just having that hat I feel like that just has way more personality than this. I get it though. Like, this is cool. This is synonymous with the Dirk era. But come on, man. It's so cool. Now, the Denver Nuggets have been through a lot of changes. I think they have one of the more interesting logo journeys where it's like this guy, and of course this rainbow. I love the rainbow. I think that the rainbow Denver Nuggets one is one of the more recognizable NBA logos of all time. And then they go this route. Not bad. Love the colors. Not bad. Then they go this route. Incredible. Again, synonymous. 2003, Melo gets here. They changed their color scheme. See how these eras are kind of different, even though the logo is the same. This is cool. This logo, perfect in my opinion. I think it's a great logo. Now, they changed it to this. It's really unfortunate that the Denver Nuggets won the NBA championship with arguably their worst logo in franchise history. Look at the personality here. Personality, circle logo. Personality, circle logo. Now, these circle logos have personality. This one doesn't seem to have anything at all. Which just sucks, because look at these 5. The Denver Nuggets downgraded in logos, in my opinion. The Detroit Pistons have had a really interesting journey from like if the Tin Can Man knew how to hoop. All right, anyway, but I'm here to talk about this. You know, this is the Bad Boys Pistons logo. Iconic, of course. A lot of Pistons fans like these logos. I'm not going to speak for a Pistons fan base, but I feel like these logos often get mixed reviews. Whether it's like people absolutely either really love this or really like just absolutely despise these logos. And I personally like the fact that we won a championship with this logo. It's only 4 years with this, but it just kind of cements that window that we had. This one's okay. The reason why this logo makes me upset is that it's supposed to pay homage to this one, but we've been so bad that we should just change the logo. I would not be surprised if the Pistons change their logo within the next couple of years, because the Cade Cunningham Pistons are getting better, and we do not want to be reminded of this era ever. I'm skipping some of the older Warriors logos because you can do the research yourself. Those got changed for a reason. So I'm going to talk about the 70s ones and beyond. Now, I do like the fact that this one's like, it's California, but we're over here. I like this version. Now, these logos kind of just change the words around. Warriors basketball, kind of whack. Golden State Warriors, there we go. We're in business. Can't believe that they missed this layup. Now, something that I really respect about the Warriors is the fact that they just got funky with it, in the fact that they were just like, it's such a drastic change between this one and then to this one. Now, this one, of course, is synonymous with the Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Kevin Durant Warriors. But you know, we have this one, and this logo is synonymous with the fact that the We Believe Warriors. But then other than that, a lot of these Warriors teams were bad. Now, some good jerseys came out of this and some really horrendous jerseys came out of this, but I do think that having this logo in between these colorways is a really just cool moment in time. While none of these logos are bad, I do think that the Houston Rockets are due for a logo change. I don't know, that might just be me personally. I think that they've gone through a lot of different eras with this logo, whether it's Tracy McGrady and Yao Ming, whether it's James Harden, and now they're about to enter a whole new era. I would not be surprised if they change their logo going forward. Now, of course, you have the championship one, and then you have the whatever they tried to do with Charles Barkley and Scottie Pippen that didn't work out, that logo. But these are all such unique. I think Rockets is cool. I think that even though this one doesn't have a rocket pictured, it's still really interesting and fun. And I do understand making the R a rocket and shoot through the hoop. I get it. I understand. Would not be surprised if there's a logo change in the next couple of years. As I say this, I realized that article was from 2019, and they did change their logo a while back. So quickly, I'm going to cover all the other recent logo changes that I may have missed. There's only 2 or 3. I'm very sorry. And this one's okay. This one, circle logo. Circle logo to circle logo. Not missing much here. I forgot they took the sword away. Not cool. The Pacers one was cool, but I do have a problem with the fact that they went circle logo. There was already a circle in the logo. Now there's two. You don't need to do this. You have this. This is cool. This is perfectly fine. These are all what is, I don't, not every logo has to be a circle. Again, you see the Clippers, they recently went with a circle. So this era is interesting because it signifies when the Clippers moved out of Crypto.com Arena into Intuit, and they went with a circle logo, which oh my god, we do not need the entire league to be circle logos. Look at this. Like, even this is interesting. I know that this is the Kawhi Leonard, Paul George era, and then we bring it back to here. This was only 2 years, but this is like Lob City, peak Lob City Clippers, and this one's also really cool. Like, these two are cool. This logo is nice in terms of the circle logo tier. This is one of the better ones, but it just doesn't always have to be circle, guys. As you can see here, the Lakers have known what they were doing since 1972. Now, these 5 Lakers basketballs are different, but at the same time, they're the same. Again, they changed their logo near around the time where LeBron got to the Lakers and when Kobe retired. Just again, pointing this out, these happen. Even though it's a subtle change, it is a change. It's important. Now, the thing about the Grizzlies is that I understand why they made this change. All right, they moved. They had a move. When you have a move, you can just change your look. I get it. This is incredible. Not because is this turquoise? Not because the turquoise just pops out. I just think that it's just so unique in terms of the fact that, what do you mean a grizzly bear is dribbling a basketball? That's really cool. This is fine. Again, this is like Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and then this is like the John Morant era. I get it. Oh, it looks so cool though. You know what I'm saying? The Miami Heat, being an expansion team, don't have as many years as other NBA teams, but they knocked it out of the park both times. Both, like, the fact that I hope they never change the ball on fire through the hoop. They can make this whatever colorway they want. Totally fine. No complaints, no notes. And this is coming from me. I don't like the Miami Heat at all. They nailed it here. I understand that this logo is the Giannis era, but these two logos are just so much better. Like, I'll even give you this. The purple and green is, I think it's just a prime colorway in terms of just how good it was. I even respected this a lot, but right here, I think is the sweet spot. Like, this is Michael Redd. This is Ray Allen. Honest. Whenever you give like one of the best players in the franchise one of the worst logos, it kind of just hurts my heart a little bit. Circle logo, and it doesn't look as cool as the other one. This is rad. This is awesome. This is one of my favorite logos ever. Not only do you have the cool wolf, you have the trees, and this looks incredible on a jersey. Kevin Garnett made this look super cool, even though it was already cool. And then this one is more of like the dialed down version of this, and this era was a dark time for Minnesota Timberwolves fans. This is like Johnny Flynn, Ricky Rubio. Yeah, just bring this back. I think a lot of NBA teams just need to be like, this is our best. We're never gonna beat this. We can change it every few times, but then we should probably bring it back. I'd even accept this. Yeah. I'm gonna be completely honest, I have never liked this Pelicans logo ever, and the fact that I can't even be like, there's an older one that's cooler. No, I don't like either of them. I don't know, for me it might be the colorway that's getting in the way of it, but even still, I just think that there are so many cooler logos that you could do with a Pelican than this. It also doesn't help that the team hasn't been like, no, I can't even say that doesn't even make sense. Yeah, this is one of my least favorite logos. I'm sorry. The New York Knicks struck gold in 1993 and really have not looked back. They get it. The thing about it is that even the older logos are really cool on vintage gear. No harm, no foul, right? The Knicks benefit from the fact that they have a great color scheme, and everything that looks like this will look cool. That's it. I'm sorry. Whatever this was for 17 years though, I'm very intrigued. This is also one of my least favorite logos. I'm just gonna be honest. And it might be because, yeah, I miss the Sonics. The Sonics always had good logos, but this kind of feels very underwhelming. I think I would, it's Thunder. I would appreciate if there was a cloud or something. I don't know. I think it just needs a little bit more because it just feels very default. You know what I'm saying? It feels like it comes with PowerPoint. That's all, brother. If you want to talk about branding, oh my goodness. Oof, dude, you cannot this. Oh my goodness. This is okay. This is okay. Tracy McGrady, Dwight Howard. I get it. I get it. You change the eras. They're also benefiting from a great color scheme. And I'm wearing the hat for the video, but zero notes, a few notes, but this isn't the worst. This isn't the worst. Incredible. Honestly, the Philadelphia 76ers are a very interesting case because I think that their best logo is when they diverted from their color scheme entirely and was just like, hey, Allen Iverson's entire career, you get your own special logo, and they went back to the red, white, and blue. Like, I don't think these aren't bad. I think this one is also fine. This one's, I think this is like Iguodala and then beginning of the process, so it's a pretty forgettable one. This one's like the Ben Simmons, Butler. There's a lot of history in this logo that I feel like when the Sixers change their logo again, their primary logo again, we'll look back and be like, oh man, a lot happened here. I think Phoenix is an interesting spot because their jerseys are often better than their logos, if that makes sense. Where it's like, this is probably, it's like the least interesting part of their jerseys because they have really good color combinations. I like this logo the best. This is where you kind of lose me a little bit, even though like really good basketball happened here. It's just that like, see this, it's hard to beat. This one's fine. This right here, sweet spot, perfection. My opinion. Portland, it's okay. Like Portland is, it's like, this is, I love this. The thing about Portland is that the blazered symbol is already very great, where it's like it takes a lot to like mess it up. I do not like this one. This one's okay. I don't like when the words are bigger than the logo itself. It kind of bothers me. That will always bother me. That's not the point of the logo. Show the symbol first, words later. See, words, big word. Like, there's no, we know that they're from Portland. I don't think I know another team in the world that has this logo. I know it's Portland. Get it together. I would not be surprised if the Kings change their logo at sometime soon. Can't beat these two. This one, a lot of bad basketball happened here, but a lot of good basketball happened here as well. You had the Jason Williams Kings, Mike Bibby Kings, the Chris Webber, the same team. This is good. This is great. This one just seems to have more personality to it, but I do understand. At least they put the crown in the basketball. At least they put the crown on it. I get it. I like it. They tried. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just being a stickler. Now, the Spurs one, the Fiesta color logo, I think is like really unique compared to the other four. Now, this one, of course, a lot of winning happened here, so I understand why when Parker, Duncan, and Ginobili left, it was time to go with something new. I would not be surprised if they changed their logo during Victor Wembanyama's prime, but that's just me. It's just a prediction. I have no idea, but I would love to see what they cook up. Look how they massacred my boy. Look how they massacred my boy, bro. Look at this. Look at this. They started out the gate with this. Expansion team, they started out the gate with the best logo. One of the best logos in NBA history. And they're like, yeah, we'll change the colors a little bit. This, no. No. Don't. We did not need to circle logoify this. Okay, we just didn't need to do that. We're losing recipes. Now, the Jazz have gone through a lot of cool logos, and the fact that this is the one they have right now, all right. Now, the Jazz have been very experimental recently with jersey colors and logos that pair with it, but these two right here, I really love that. The pistol, this is a Pistol Pete one. I think he was with the New Orleans Jazz at the time, still, don't quote me on that. But the Jazz never really missed on logos until it got to this part. And the thing is that they recently changed their logo too. So it's like they're waiting on Cooper Flagg or Dylan Harper or Ace or whoever goes to the Jazz by the making of this video. Whenever you see this video, the year's 2024 right now. And I hope that they change off of this, because no. Bad Jazz. Now, last but not least, the Washington Wizards. I know they were the Washington Bullets, so again, we will go to here. So, as someone that lived in DC for a couple of years, in DC sports, you notice that a lot of the team colors are red, white, and Capitals, red, white, and blue. Nationals, red, white, and blue. Wizards, now red, white, and blue. And I think that they should have just stayed with blue and gold. And kind of just separate the Mystics, red, white, and blue. It really just separates the fact that, like, hey, not every team in Washington, D.C. has to have the American flag colors. But no, you get another circle logo with the Washington Monument. Blech. Other logos that I want to talk about are just Oh, I mentioned it before, the Thunder. Like it's so hard to do these three and then go to the OKC Thunder one that we recently just saw. These are just graphic design perfection. They're all so different. They all like these two incorporate the city skyline in such a unique way, and this one just looks dope. You understand why people miss the Sonic so much, right? Another example about the downfall of NBA logos is this. We did not need to do this. This is crazy. This is one of the coolest parts about NBA Live, where it's like, I know this logo, and then this is just words. When your logo is just words, I'm not going to root for it. I'm sorry. And look at this. The All-Star games all used to look so different, unique, fresh, and reflective of whatever city they're in. You want to see them now? This is them now. These should not feel like templates. I don't like this at all. We used to think about these logos, like put a lot of thought into and this is what it's turning into. And I know that the NBA is not the only thing doing it. I know that a lot of companies are making their logos like modernized and slimmed down, and it makes me sad all around. The NBA has some of the most colorful logo designs in the history of any sport ever, and we're constantly washing that away. And for what? Anyway, thank you guys for watching to the end of the video. I appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. This is making me sad. All right, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.